Hi! In this lesson, we are going to learn how to harmonize and reharmonize using substitute dominant chords, also known as tritone substitution chords. We're going to harmonize a traditional melody with 4 levels of harmony. First, using only 1, 4, and 5. At the second level, we're going to use other diatonic chords from the same function groups. At the third level, we're going to add secondary dominant chords. And at the fourth level, we're going to use substitute dominants and secondary twos. We're going to harmonize this melody called Vamos Maninha, which is a traditional Brazilian song. As you can see, we have 1 sharp in the key signature. That means we are in the key of G major. At this first level, we're using only 3 chords. The tonic chord, which in the key of G is G major, the 4 or subdominant chord, which is C major, and the 5 or the dominant chord, which in G major is D7. I believe that when you start harmonizing this way, with only 3 chords that represent the basic 3 functions, you establish a good and solid foundation for any other type of harmony you may want to use later. It doesn't matter how complex it may be. So at this stage, I want you to use your ears and decide when to use each of the 3 chords. And I'm sure that if you would do that by yourself, you would come up with a harmony very much like this. Once you establish your basic harmony, you can then use some other chords from the key. That's what we'll do at the second level. We will respect the first harmony we made by using chords from the same functional groups of the chords we used. You can see that I'm using the blue color for the tonic group of chords, green for the subdominant group, and red for the dominant. Remember that you can use the 2-5 chords in the place of a 5 chord, which is much more common than using the 7th degree half diminished chord. Now I have replaced some of the chords using a B minor, which is the 3rd degree in the place of the G major in the 4th measure, and an A minor in measure 6. I also use 7ths in all chords, the diatonic 7ths. As you can see, I omitted the chord in measure 5, because I can't use the G major 7th chord, as we have an F natural in the melody, which clashes with the F sharp of the G major 7th. So we can decide what chord to use here at a later stage, which is something you can do when you harmonize in this systematic way. Now, at our 3rd level, we use secondary dominants. The first we can use is a G7 to prepare the C major that comes in measure 2. Then we can use an F sharp 7 to prepare the B minor in measure 4. And also we can prepare the A minor in measure 6 with its dominant, which is E7. Now you can see our functional analysis below the score. At our 4th and final level, we're going to use substitute dominant chords. As you already know, sub-5 chords are dominant type chords that are a tritone apart from the dominant or the secondary dominant chords. You may also think of them as being a minor second above the chord in which it will resolve. In the first measure, we replaced our G7 chord with a D flat 7, which prepares the C major chord and which is its substitute dominant. We are using other 3 sub-5 chords. The C7 in measure 3, replacing the F sharp chord, the B flat 7 in measure 5, in the place of the E7 we had before, and the A flat 7 in measure 7. Now we go a step further and use also secondary twos. 2 sub 5 of C in the first measure, 2 sub 5 of B minor in measure 3, and 2 sub 5 of A minor in measure 5. We have our analysis below the chords, and our harmonization here is now complete. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe. See you in the next one.